guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is a little different than what I normally do, and it's also different than what you might be expecting. Typically in these expectations versus reality videos, people talk about things that they thought were going to be good that turned out to not be as good as they expected. And that's actually the video I was going to make today. But as I was planning this video out and I was writing down all of the expectations I had for being a YouTuber, I was having a really hard time coming up with things that I thought were gonna be good, but turned out to be bad. There was actually a lot more things that I thought were gonna be hard or difficult that turned out to be a lot better than I expected. So that's exactly what I'm gonna share with you in this video. One thing that I definitely expected before I made my first YouTube video was that I was gonna hate the sound of my own voice. I thought this because I had made a couple random little videos in the past. I'd certainly heard my voice on a voicemail message before, and I really didn't like it. It made me cringe. And so I thought it would be like that for every video that I made. But it turned out that really, I just wasn't used to the sound of my own voice. And there's been scientific studies done that have shown that most people don't like the sound of their own voice. We're used to hearing it come out of ourselves, of course, but when we hear it being played back to us, it sounds different. So I was pleasantly surprised that once I got used to the sound of my voice, once I had edited a few of my videos, I actually thought that my voice sounded totally fine. So if you are thinking about starting a YouTube channel, but you're not because you think that your voice sounds bad, maybe just give it a try. Another expectation that I had was that I would have trouble filming my videos because I don't really consider myself to be a techie person, and I definitely don't have a background in photography or anything like that. I actually really struggle with getting things to visually look how I want them to look. So the combination of trying to use tech and trying to do some sort of design work, it just really intimidated me. But the more videos I made, the easier I found it to be, and I actually realized that even though I wasn't techie, cameras these days are really smart, and you can get started and make decent quality videos even if you don't know anything about cameras or technology at all. I was also really worried that I just wouldn't know what to say, that I would sit down in front of the camera and I would just say and stutter a lot and not have any idea what the value of the video was or why I was talking to the camera or know what to say. Now, I don't know if you've ever had an experience like this, but for me, speaking to a camera was a lot like back in high school when I was on the debate team. When I first started being on the debate team, I really didn't have anything to say. I would stand up at the podium and I would talk for a minute or two and I would completely run out of things to say. But as I got more used to debating, I got a lot more comfortable and I was able to become more conversational with it. And I mean, think about you talking to a friend. You never run out of things to say to one of your good friends, right? Well, making videos is a lot the same way. At least that's what I've discovered at this point. When I started, I didn't have that much to say, but really quickly, I started having way more than enough to say. Another expectation that I had going into YouTube was that I didn't know how to edit videos and that would be really difficult. Now, it's true that I didn't know how to edit videos, but it turned out that this was something that I could just learn by trying it out. I started out simple. I started just using iMovie and Windows Movie Maker and not getting in over my head with a more complex software. Once I got really comfortable with those softwares though, I realized that I wanted to have some more options for ways that I could edit my videos, and so I moved into using Adobe Premiere Pro, which I now use and love. But it just wasn't as difficult to go from knowing nothing about editing to getting my first few videos edited as I thought it would be. One thing that I definitely expected starting my channel was that nobody would watch my videos. I thought my videos aren't very good. There's lots of other videos out there. Why would someone choose to watch my videos? I'm probably just gonna get like 0 views for a long time and then maybe 10 or 20 people will start watching. Thought it would take forever. But it turned out to not be like that at all. My first few videos did get only a handful of views, but then those view counts started climbing. And actually, just 20 videos in to starting my first YouTube channel, I had a video take off and hit 500,000 views. And then when I started my current YouTube channel, the first video I made on this channel went on to get 1 million views. Even though I was just starting out, I didn't know what I was doing, people still watched. Going right along with that, I thought that YouTube was so competitive that nobody would even find my videos and have the option to watch them. I thought that there were so many great YouTube channels out there that there was no way I could compete. But what I discovered was that within almost every niche or category on YouTube, there's really only a handful of channels that are doing things right, that are making good videos on topics people want to watch, that have their audio sounding at least decent and have nice thumbnails and have written descriptions for their videos. There's not all that much competition if you're doing things right. Sure, there's lots of other crap on YouTube, but if you do things right, then you can stand out pretty easily. Another expectation that I had was that I would get a lot of mean comments. I was bracing myself for that. I thought, I'm gonna put these videos out there on the internet for anyone to watch and I'll get all sorts of just hate comments. I thought people would tell me that I was ugly and stupid and wrong and that there would be all these bullies leaving comments on my videos because that was what I thought the internet was like, but it hasn't been like that at all. The most amazing people watch my videos. They leave the nicest comments. I would say 95 to 99 out of every 100 comments I get is incredibly nice, incredibly kind. And sure, there is the occasional unpleasant comment, but it is such a tiny fraction of all the comments that are left. Another expectation that I had, and one that actually prevented me from starting my YouTube channel for a long time, was that I thought that there was no way I would ever stick with my channel. I didn't think I would continue to make videos every single week. I have trouble sticking to things sometimes, and I have a pretty busy life. I'm running a business and I'm a mom, so my schedule tends to be pretty full. But what I realized was that if I made my channel one of my priorities and I scheduled in time every single week to make the videos, that I found the time and I was able to be consistent. It actually ended up being really easy to be consistent once I built that habit. Okay, and let's just flip the script for a minute. One expectation that I had that was something that I thought was true that definitely wasn't, was that you can just make a YouTube video real quick. I thought that you could just like set up your camera, sit down in a chair and start talking. And 15 minutes later, your YouTube video would be pretty much ready to share with the world. And that's just not how it works. Most days when I make a YouTube video, I spend probably an hour getting ready. I might spend another half hour or hour planning out the video, and then another 30 minutes or so setting up. Sometimes even longer than that. The good news is that once I'm sitting down, I can typically film a few videos in a row, so it doesn't take me hours for every video that I make, but it's definitely a more involved process than I originally thought it would be. Thanks so much for watching today's video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please hit that thumbs up button. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel for new videos every single week. Thanks again. Hope you guys are having an amazing week, and I'll see you again soon.